Hello, everybody. I just thought I'd take a chance to show you a little thing that we've been working on for the last month or so. It's a brand new product called Kartaya Maintain. You can see here that it's basically something that your mechanics can use in order to access Vista data. There's some things for the shop coordinator. There's some things for the mechanic, including being able to put in the mechanic's time and be able to check off individual items on equipment work orders. So one of the first things I wanted to show you was that this is not a system that is integrated with Vista by Viewpoint. This is something that is just totally built on Vista. They're one and the same. So I can log in here to my Vista and I can go in and I can pull up. Let's see here. I can pull up my Viewpoint, all kind of here in live real time. And I can look at all my work orders here, my test company that I have. And one of the things that is pretty neat about what we've done is that we basically allowed it so that when you create things in Kartaya Maintain, it automatically creates them inside of Vista. So it actually takes longer to log into Vista than it does to see our changes once you make them. So I'm going to come in here to the equipment module, to programs. I'm going to go to work orders, EM, work order edit. And for any of you guys who are using the equipment module, you'll know this is familiar. Here's a bunch of the work orders that I have in my test system, right? And so you can see the last one is equipment work order number 33, equipment 1020. When I come into the Kartaya here, I can go to my work order builder, and I can see that equipment 1020, that same thing has a broken wheel that someone has reported to us. I can drag it over here. It creates a new work order. I can submit that. See that it's submitted because it grades out. And now when I go back over to my to here, all I have to do is hit refresh, and you can see that I have my broken wheel already inserted here. That's standard across everything inside of Kartaya. We build it on there. It's not a separate software that has to be exported and imported and have all the issues with inactive equipment, et cetera, et cetera. One of the other things about this is that we're completed when we put in our notes, when we check off our items, when we put in our hours, et cetera, and we put in our parts use and submit this. This creates a batch inside of payroll, and it saves the notes on the equipment work order. So there's no difference there. The other kind of cool thing that I like is that this mechanics planner, which shows us today, tomorrow, the next day for these particular work orders. I can click on an individual work order, say for a mechanic for today, and you can see this broken right mirror, what is here. You'll also see the work order history here. The last time is the latest one is this idler's bus. I can click on that, and I can go back to the broken right mirror, which is the one I was on originally. So we can see the whole timeline here. Now, the thing is that this is kind of ugly, and we're trying to figure out exactly where to place things. Right now, our main focus in the last month was to get something that is working. And our next month, we're trying to pretty this up, and we're trying to hear from people like you to figure out exactly what we should be building and what is the most important things. One of the things that we recently heard, even last week at the equipment symposium, is that inspections are really important. And so we built this, that we have this QR code, which we printed out and placed on the equipment, the dash of the equipment itself inside the cab, also down probably at ground level, a little sticker that we printed out. Someone takes their phone, they take their phone, they scan it in real time. That brings them to an inspection report, which can be modified, and they can put in exactly what this is. Let's say it's reported emergency down, and that we have the brakes, say no brakes. And so this, when they hit save on this from their cell phone, generally speaking, it shows up right now, broken right mirror. It says broken right mirror, that's funny, and there's no brakes. I can go ahead and I can create a work order directly from that inspection in real time. Things like that, we're working on them. This is an existing product. We call this beta because it's a lot of rough edges. What we're hoping to do right now is find out from you guys what is the most important thing and build this into a very robust product. I'm excited to say that we've been able to dedicate one developer's time to this, and I'm hoping that we can keep him on it full time into the indefinite future. because I believe that this is the best way to get things like Mike Borsch, CEMP, out into the world, but also maintain our connection and all of the information that we have inside of this review. Anyway, thought I'd just show you real briefly what the Equipment app does currently. There's nothing real magic to it, except that we're exposing Vista's data in a way that can be used by people's iPads out in the field and make this something that I hope all of you guys can use. Charging $2 per active piece of equipment. So if that makes sense for you, get a hold of us. Thanks.